Some celebrity scandals disappear after a few weeks. Others become media spectacles. But every once in a while, a story explodes so violently that people begin questioning everything they thought they knew about fame itself. Because for decades, Sean P. Diddy Combs appeared untouchable. Music mogul, billionaire businessman, industry kingmaker, a man connected to superstars, politicians, actors, athletes, and some of the most powerful rooms in entertainment. But now, that empire is surrounded by lawsuits, federal investigations, disturbing allegations, celebrity rumors, and growing public suspicion. And the deeper the internet digs, the darker the story seems to become, because people aren't just asking, what happened? They're asking something far more unsettling. How much was hidden behind the walls of Diddy's empire for all these years? Before the lawsuits, before the headlines, before the investigations, there was ambition, relentless ambition. Sean Combs grew up in Harlem during an environment shaped by violence, survival, and hustle. From an early age, people reportedly describe him as driven, charismatic, and obsessed with success. And by the early 1990s, that ambition begins changing music forever. Bad Boy Records, a label that would soon dominate hip-hop culture. Suddenly, artists like the notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, Maze, 112, and others become massive stars. Diddy wasn't just producing music. He was building an empire. Luxury, money, champagne, private jets. The image became larger than life. And unlike many executives behind the scenes, Diddy wanted to be seen. Front row, center stage, always present. For years, the formula worked perfectly. The parties became legendary. The influence became enormous. And eventually, Sean Combs transforms from music producer into cultural royalty. But behind every powerful empire, rumors eventually begin growing. And according to many people online today, those rumors may have started decades earlier than the public realized. Because long before federal raids, there were whispers, quiet stories, industry rumors people allegedly discussed privately, but rarely publicly. And some former insiders now claim people were afraid to speak. For years, Sean Combs cultivated an image of perfection, luxury branding, business success, celebrity access. But controversy never stayed far away. Throughout his career, Diddy became connected to multiple legal disputes, industry feuds, assault accusations, and explosive rumors. Some incidents faded quickly from headlines. Others stayed buried in hip-hop history for years. And online, many people began revisiting old interviews and moments that suddenly seemed uncomfortable in hindsight, especially after recent allegations emerged. Because the internet has a strange memory. Old clips resurface. Former interviews get reanalyzed. And suddenly, people begin looking at celebrity culture differently. Some viewers point toward stories involving extreme parties, industry pressure, power imbalance, and celebrity silence. But separating verified facts from internet speculation quickly becomes difficult. And that's where the story becomes dangerous. Because while many allegations remain unproven, the public conversation surrounding Diddy changes dramatically after one explosive lawsuit. And once that first lawsuit became public, the floodgates opened. More accusations, more lawsuits, more disturbing allegations. And suddenly, one of the most powerful men in entertainment was no longer controlling the narrative. Everything changes when singer Cassie files a lawsuit against Sean Combs in 2023. The allegations shock the entertainment industry. The lawsuit includes claims involving abuse, control, violence, coercion, and disturbing private behavior. Sean Combs denies the allegations, and shortly afterward, the lawsuit is settled. But emotionally, the damage to public perception had already begun. Because after Cassie's lawsuit becomes public, others begin stepping forward. Additional lawsuits emerge, New allegations surface online. Former associates, anonymous claims, internet theories, and social media speculation begin exploding everywhere. And then, federal investigations reportedly intensify. News footage begins circulating showing federal agents raiding properties connected to Sean Combs. Helicopters overhead. Armed officers. Luxury mansions under investigation. The visuals alone shock the public, because this no longer looked like ordinary celebrity gossip. It looked serious. Very serious. But even then, many facts remain unclear publicly. Authorities release limited information. Internet speculation grows wildly, and social media begins constructing its own theories faster than verified facts can emerge. Some users believe the investigations may involve broader celebrity networks. Others claim Hollywood protected powerful figures for years. And some online theories become so extreme that even journalists caution people against spreading misinformation. But regardless of speculation, one reality becomes undeniable. Sean Combs' public image begins collapsing in real time. Corporate partnerships weaken. Media coverage intensifies. And people who once praised him publicly begin distancing themselves. Then another moment changes everything. Surveillance footage surfaces publicly appearing to show Sean Combs physically assaulting Cassie in a hotel hallway years earlier. The footage spreads across the internet instantly. And for many people, that moment fundamentally changes public opinion. Because unlike rumors, people could see the footage themselves. Soon after, Sean Combs releases a public apology video addressing the incident. But by then, the internet reaction becomes overwhelming. Some fans feel betrayed. Others feel horrified. And some former supporters begin questioning how much may have happened behind closed doors for years. But perhaps the most disturbing part of this story isn't just the allegations themselves. It's the growing fear that celebrity power may have allowed certain behaviors to stay hidden for a very long time. And online, people begin asking dangerous questions about the entertainment industry itself. The internet reacts exactly how modern internet culture always reacts. Relentlessly. TikTok theories. YouTube documentaries. Podcast investigations. Celebrity breakdown videos. Millions of people suddenly begin digging through decades of old footage looking for hidden clues. Former interviews become viral again. Award show moments get re-examined. Even celebrity body language becomes internet evidence. And in many cases, speculation spreads faster than confirmed information. Some online users believe certain celebrities allegedly knew more than they admitted publicly. Others speculate about secret recordings, industry manipulation, and powerful networks protecting insiders. But many theories quickly enter dangerous territory, because internet culture often blends facts, rumors, half-truths, and fiction together. And emotionally, that uncertainty makes the story feel even darker, because people no longer trust celebrity culture the way they once did. The glamorous image of Hollywood suddenly begins feeling artificial, manufactured, controlled. And some viewers start comparing the situation to previous celebrity scandals involving powerful public figures whose reputations collapsed almost overnight. Meanwhile, supporters of Sean Combs argue something entirely different. They point toward due process and proven allegations, media sensationalism, and internet mob mentality. And legally, that distinction matters enormously, because allegations alone are not convictions. But in the court of public opinion, reputation can collapse long before any legal outcome arrives. And perhaps that's why this story continues dominating conversations online. Because people aren't only watching a celebrity scandal unfold, they're watching the possible unraveling of an entire image carefully built across decades. But even after lawsuits, investigations, raids, and worldwide media coverage, the biggest question still remains unanswered. Who was Sean P. Diddy Combs behind closed doors? For decades, Sean Combs represented success, power, influence, the ultimate music mogul dream. And maybe that's exactly why this story feels so unsettling emotionally, because people are forced to confront a difficult possibility. What if fame can hide things more effectively than anyone realizes? What if celebrity culture protects power longer than ordinary people understand? And what happens when the image finally begins cracking publicly? Right now, many questions remain unresolved. Legal battles continue. Investigations continue. Allegations continue being debated publicly. And until courts and investigations fully conclude, many parts of this story remain uncertain. But one thing is undeniable. The public perception surrounding Sean P. Diddy Combs has changed forever. Because once people begin questioning the foundation of an empire, they rarely stop digging. And perhaps the most haunting part of this entire story isn't what the public already knows. It's the possibility that people are still discovering pieces of a much larger picture. A picture hidden for years behind. Wealth, celebrity access, industry influence, and carefully controlled public images. Maybe the internet theories are exaggerated. Maybe some allegations will ultimately fail in court. Or maybe history is watching the collapse of one of entertainment's most powerful empires in real time. Only time will reveal the full truth. But until then, the mystery surrounding Sean P. Diddy Combs continues growing darker by the day. What do you think about the allegations and investigations surrounding Diddy? Do you believe the entertainment industry hides more than the public realizes? Or do you think internet speculation has gone too far? Let me know in the comments. And subscribe for more celebrity investigations, true crime documentaries, unsolved Hollywood mysteries, and cinematic storytelling. Because sometimes, the most disturbing stories are the ones hiding behind the most glamorous lives.